point, welcome to Blackhammer Leather.
Yeah.
If you're looking for professional YouTubers, I'm sorry,
Not yet.
you're in the wrong place. We'd like to apologize up front. We're just figuring this out. This is our first video. Some friends of ours, we just got a pressure pot, and some friend of ours wanted us to do a unboxing and setup video, so that's what we're here for.
Yep.
You're perfectly welcome to stick around, but if you want to take off because the jankness of this video, we understand.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I guess we move on to that. And now the scariest part. Minion, you scare me.
As I should.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. Come on, there we go.
Ow!
I am nowhere near you. Don't even.
There's a finger!
Stop. Ah!
You have to be more intelligent than the piece of equipment you're working on.
Thank you for that.
Alright.
Ooh.
Oh, I figured there'd be another box in it.
No?
Alright, you get the
I got
box.
the box. I think it's all just inside the pot.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to show that there's nothing else in the box. Nothing up my sleeve.
Nope. Nothing.
Presto! We don't have a clue. Alright. So.
Let's, I guess, look inside.
See, I told you we had no idea what we were doing.
Nope. Not a clue.
VEVOR paint. VEVOR paint tank. 15 liter. 4 gallon. Is the one that we bought. It's actually pretty decent size.
Yeah.
Um,
Right off of Amazon.
we're looking at
How tall? Roughly.
14 inches to the
Roughly.
lip. This is actually pretty good size.
Yeah.
But this is actually for paint. We're going to actually do resin with it.
Yep.
But you open it up, you get your handle and your tube.
Yeah.
I'm sure we got some hardware in there.
Probably.
There's a spray gun that we're not going to use. Not for this, anyway. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. Oh, there's some tubing.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to use either. Because that's for the spray gun. So, what actually comes in it? A couple pieces of tube. Why don't you open that up?
Yep.
I will show the spray gun, I suppose.
Might as well.
I don't know nothing about paint guns, so.
Oh, it comes with the gauge.
Oh, is that the regulator?
Yes.
That's what we need.
And the valve.
Okay, so that's going to be what we're using. The paint gun also comes with, there's some other stuff in here. I don't think anything else we're going to use. Possibly a cleaning brush, some instructions, model numbers looks like. And
it all seems to be in Japanese.
okay. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Alright. We may need that. And I want to keep that out. Okay. So, oh, you know what? It probably would be important to, I don't think it's really going to matter because we don't plan on using it the way it was intended to be used anyways.
No.
And this is pretty much just for the sprayer itself. Great.
What's that?
No instructions at all on how to actually put it together. But hey, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. So we'll put that off to the side. We'll get this cut apart. Can you tell we don't have a clue?
Yeah.
We can. Alright, so this is going to go on there. It's basically just to lift a lid, which is fine. We'll put that on later. Yep, that's going to go on. Oh, I bet you that goes on there.
Probably.
Not sure I really like that though.
You can always do some modifications.
So, for our purposes, this has got to come out of here.
Do you have a wrench?
Yeah, we're going to need to go get some tools, which is fine. But that fitting. So this is what comes in it. Looks like our relief valve here. I'm curious to know what PSI that actually lifts at. We probably won't know that until later.
Probably not.
It says do not exceed working pressure of 80 PSI. I'm not so sure I'd go 80 PSI on this. We're going to use it roughly around probably 35 to 40.
It is a rounded.
It is a rounded bottom. But I think we have I think I've got a fix for that. So we're roughly looking at 9.5 across in diameter. So yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna pause the video and.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, welcome back. We finally got this deconstructed. Okay. So let's go through a couple things here. If you'll remember, this used to be on the bottom of here. I'm going to tell you straight out, if you get one of these, you're going to need a pipe wrench and 3 large friends to help you get this pipe off.
Yeah, it was a pain in the butt to try and get it off.
Me and the minion were able to get it taken care of. So, basically, okay, so that actually kills over there. So this is all the stuff that came with it. This wrench, that's worthless. So just get rid of it. It didn't work for anything. So honestly, I went and got my my own wrenches out of the garage, along with my pipe wrench and a hammer, and like I said, 12 small children. So okay. The other thing is I'm not real happy about. Yes, it's a valve. It's only 1/4 inch. It's I guess okay. I would like something a little bit more substantial. When we went to get parts, they didn't have another one. So basically, we took it all apart. I'm gonna reuse this valve, the relief valve, because I couldn't find another one of those either. And then the rest of the stuff is pretty much going to go away. My plan going forward, actually let me pull this out. This is the stuff that I picked up at the hardware store. These I actually had in my tool bench, or in my toolbox. Just the fittings. Probably talking $2-3. I think they were probably $2.99 when I bought them, but that could have been 1937 too. So who knows? I picked up a different pressure gauge because this pressure gauge
It was metric.
Well, it's metric and it doesn't really, it's not clear to see. That's got a better face. It goes up to 100 psi. I'm only looking at like 40 to 45 psi is what I'm looking at. This stuff over here, this used to be a garage sale sign, which was like $10. And then I realized after we bought it and got it home that I probably have one of these in the garage, so I didn't really need to buy it. But we just basically cut 4 circles out of it. The inside of the pressure pot is roughly 9 and a quarter.
So that's what those circles are cut to.
This is going to be our tiered system that we're going to use to pull stuff in and out of it. But we'll get that once we get everything else together. So let's start putting stuff together. All right, we don't need that.
Oh, you made that one in the garbage. Rice didn't make it.
Cool. Well, no, I don't want it in the garbage, but I don't want it here either. I might be able to use it for something someday. Something to hit you over the head with or something. I don't know.
Why me?
Because that's fun. Okay, so this stuff, let's set off to the side because I'm not going to probably need any of that. That we're going to keep. That we're going to keep. I did get this pipe thread compound, TFE paste. And on the back it says it's good for up to 3,000 psi. So, and it also doesn't say that I was going to get Loctite. Loctite has a cure time of like 48 to 72 hours. Well, since this doesn't, then that means we'll be able to pressure test it a lot quicker and see whether we're good or not. So essentially I've taken everything off of it. Now, this is nice, so that way the air, when you fill it, it doesn't come down here and here and like blow all over your resin.
Or whatever you're using it for. Doesn't particularly have to be resin.
Well, what else are you going to use it for?
Silicone.
Well, if you make a silicone mold, you're using it probably for resin, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make sense? Okay.
Anyways.
Don't mess with me, kid.
I can if I want to.
Alright, so let's start putting this together. Oh, by the way, I'm a really bad YouTuber if you haven't figured that out. So, because I started putting all this stuff together and realized, oh, I should probably like record this. So.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
And the minion's supposed to know all this stuff, so
Okay,
I don't fake it. You know, she's the one in charge around here. At least that's what she likes to think. So we're gonna goop some of this on. You want to rip me off a couple paper towels?
Yeah, let me get them.
So we're gonna put some really good goop on here. I'm not sure how much everybody wants to see versus do they just want to see the result or what. So we're just going to kind of let it roll, and I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. Because there's only about 1 billion trolls out there, so I'm kind of expecting that. So
What are the fittings that we're using? Brush.
Actually, you know what? I don't think we're going to need that because we swapped. When I got frustrated in the store and we couldn't get the things to fit, that's when I decided to just replace it with a bunch of stuff. You can do the ones on the valve just to clean it up a little bit. But I honestly don't think we're going to need it. Now, I'm just planning on, like I said, I wanted to go ahead and get stuff that would just, that's going to last, because I'm a little rough on stuff, so it's not unusual for me to break something. So stay tuned for that.
I'm sure there will be a video one day. We broke the pressure pot.
It'll start off with a hole in the garage.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so apparently that's a different size. So now all the wrenches that I pulled out probably are not the right size. Grab me the pipe wrench.
Pipe wrench. Where's the pipe wrench? Oh.
I don't know, you put it over there in the chair, I think.
Pipe wrench.
I would recommend that you go get the right size tools.
Yeah.
Um, but when you're half hillbilly and half redneck, you know, that's you do what you deal with what you got. Dad's side was hillbilly, mom's side was redneck, so
Yeah.
this is what you end up with after that. And this is second generation over here, so I mean that's scary enough right there.
I'm just scary.
All right, so that should be tightened up. All right, so let's take and goop some of this on. I'm not sure what the relief valve is set to on this, so we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants since most of the instructions are in Japanese.
Yeah. That's the best part about this.
And even if they weren't, they aren't really the greatest. In other words, they suck. So I set mine up basically to have the relief valve over here. Otherwise, I had everything hanging off this
entry level hole, I guess.
This connection, and I wasn't happy with it. I'm kind of picky about stuff like that. You know, so, I mean, to each your own. But I kind of would like the thing not to blow up when my daughter uses it, but...
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Hey, it's her own world, you know. She's got to learn how to live. Good luck with that.
That's just scary in itself. Which side is the one that screws on something or screws in?
I don't have all the parts. Don't do that. Put stuff in your hands and keep it. I'm going to surprise you right up alongside the head in a minute.
No.
Damn kid.
Don't forget to go.
And for the record, every time you hear me say that to my daughter, it's lovingly. She knows I'm joking. If you have an issue with that, then this is not the place for you to be.
No.
Because
understand that we are a very joking pair, and we will make fun of each other a lot.
And
it's all out of love. It's not just making fun of each other.
Well, some of it's making fun.
Well,
yeah. I mean, I'm a dad. That's just the way it works.
It
but
depends.
But no, I raised my daughter to be a real pain in the butt. I mean,
a realist.
Yes, a realist. And someday we'll tell that story, but not today.
Not today.
We gotta let people get to know us a little bit more before we scare them away. Yeah. All right. Okay, that. All right. So, essentially, most of these are 1/4-inch fittings. This fitting over here that I had to get at the hardware store was 3/8 to 1/4, because the relief valve was a 1/4. I prefer to try and frequent my local hardware store instead of going to big box stores if I can do it. I'd rather have them close to the house because, you know, if we don't shop at those places, eventually they'll be gone. Mm-hmm. And I work for a small business. I am a small business, so so if we don't take care of our small businesses, then sooner or later they won't be there. So.
And a lot of the time, it's the small businesses that make the quality stuff.
Thank you for the PSA.
There's something I gotta cut out now.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that. Hire the minion. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
So now we'll splice that in. All right. So that's that. This needs to go that way.
That's going to be very cluttered. The way you have it.
Huh?
The way you have it. fitting oriented. It's going to be very cluttered.
Well, I don't have another. What do you want me to do about it?
That's true.
If I loosen it up, it's not going to be tight. It won't seal. Therefore, the whole thing's junk.
Yeah.
I know. I wish there was a better thing. I mean, I could crank on it, but then we'll never get it apart.
Oh, yeah, no.
And you know me. I can put stuff together, but we will never get it apart ever again. That's not a good thing. Now the question is can I get this turned so it's not a pain in the butt? Oh, of course, and I'm blocking the camera 90%. You're supposed to be watching that.
I'm sorry.
That's your job.
Ah! I didn't know I was supposed to be doing that.
All right. That's not it.
Other one.
All right. So now I've got a quick connect on my air compressor, which is how I plan on hooking this up. That way I can go ahead and connect it to my air compressor, close the valve. Once it's got pressure in it, then I should be able to take it away from my air compressor, and that way I'm not tied, my air compressor is not tied up. Because my air compressor is always in use for something. Or if I got all the projects that I got planned happen at the same time, which is usually the way things happen around here.
Yeah, normally. 'Cause we're just a mess. What?
I resemble that remark. That's just wrong.
Did I say something that was incorrect?
Hey, that's my line. Alright, so currently you can see we got the relief valve. Here's the valve for putting air in it. That's going to be an issue. Alright, executive decision. No longer an issue. Well, because otherwise we would have a problem with
connecting it, yeah.
with connecting it. The problem I don't really like with this is that okay,
two different ways.
It doesn't have a stop. I'm going to end up probably swapping out the valve at some point. I'm not, like I said, I'd like something beefier anyway.
It closes two different ways, which I find very stupid.
Very astute young minion.
That's the only way it's open.
Which is good if you want it closed most of the time, and probably we're probably going to have it closed a lot of the time. So
yeah,
which I'm not completely against, but I would prefer it to have a stop and only have a quarter turn, and then I know that it's open or I know that it's closed.
Right. Yeah.
So, all right, let's see if we can get this oriented correctly. Or if it's going to be a pain in my butt, too. Oh, yeah, gunk on from the other fitting. Awesome. That's always special. Special.
We know.
Mom always used to say, I was so bright, she used to call me son. Awesome. That's great. The whole freaking thing's moving. Well, actually, that might be a better position over there.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But now I know it's tight. That's good. Good stuff. All right.
Oh my, that was interesting.
So last thing to do is
Add on the handle.
it's got this nice little handle here.
Yeah.
For picking it up, you see there.
Mm-hmm.
You see there, yo.
If you move the bolt.
Oh, and now I got. If there's something to put my hand in that's sticky, it's gonna happen.
If you move the bolt up, you can probably screw it in more.
Huh?
The bolt?
No, I think it's bottoming out. I'm trying to clean up some of this so I'm not getting my hand in it every time I touch this thing or come within the tri-state area. But with my luck, I'm going to get it all over every time I get within a year. I mean, don't understand me.
I try not to.
It's an impossibility. I don't think it can be done.
I don't try to.
Are you confused yet? If not, hang out a little bit longer. You will be.
Yeah. I'm pretty confusing
All right.
people.
So, there's that. Got our valve, relief valve. I think we're in good shape. All right, so we'll set that off to the side.
Is it my project now?
I don't know. Do you want to do it, or am I going to move? What are we doing here?
No.
I mean, I'm already here, so why don't you slide it over and...
I'll untape the discs.
All right, before we go too much farther, let me say this. So we showed it to you before. Essentially, this is the 4-gallon pressure pot. It is a domed bottom, but with this little contraption that we're making, which, by the way, was some threaded rod, a box of nuts, and an old sign. Well, actually, that's a new sign. But I realized when I got home it could have been an old sign, which would have saved me some money. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, getting stuff all over.
Whose fault is that?
Yours.
No.
You're supposed to be watching me.
And?
Alright, so, came up with this little idea. We'll stick these through here.
Oh, I made it.
And we'll throw some nuts on the bottom of it.
And now if we ever want to add more tiers or have less tiers within that 11.5-inch rod, we can, because it's just adjustable with nuts and bolts. Not bolts, but rod.
I'm a minion. I'm smart.
I am. Thank you very much.
You keep telling yourself that.
I am.
I hope you feel better. Alright. So my plan at this point is to basically flank all the plastic cardboard pieces with nuts. That'll hold them in place. We can adjust them up and down depending on size of pieces we want to put in. And like I said, it's cost effective. The other thing I thought that might work for these plates, if you wanted something a little bit more durable.
Sheet metal.
The problem that I thought of with sheet metal while we were in the hardware store
Mhm.
was that sheet metal usually gets pretty. You're going to cut yourself on it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cut myself on it. So that's the reason why I didn't. We could have gotten some venting and flattened it out. But I figured, yeah, as soon as we do that and then we cut it,
It'll be
that
okay.
edge is going to be
Yep. Yep.
bad, and then I'm going to have issues. One of us will have it. We'll be in the hospital by the end of the week.
Yeah.
So.
You'll be bleeding out.
And this is what we do for the next 37 days.
Just kind of slowly working it down the rod. And my first beer, thank you.
Actually, I should put 2 on because I want one on either side of the plastic cardboard pieces. I'm sure that's got a name. I don't know what it is.
Laminated cardboard?
Is it laminate? Why do you say it's laminated cardboard?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's plastic cardboard.
That's just what comes to mind.
Are you making noises? Oh. Stop. You're annoying.
Yes. I know.
This also helps you, I would say, you might want to get a small level to adjust your plates and stuff like that to make sure that your resin is. That could be me completely overthinking it, but that's probably what I'm going to do eventually. Riveting content, can't you tell?
Yeah, a lot of this is gonna get edited out.
Huh?
A lot of it's probably gonna get edited out.
Says who?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's the question of who's editing this.
Actually, I just thought about something. We're probably still only going to have 3 levels for product.
Yeah.
Because we should probably put like finger holes in the top one so we can go ahead and grab it.
Yeah. Or just grab it from the side.
How are you going to get your hands down in there?
Oh, that's true.
That's the whole thing, is that you can grab a hold of it and it's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
It's pretty cold outside, though.
Huh?
It's cold outside.
What does that got to do with the price of tea in China?
What?
Exactly.
Where is it? You know what? I ain't gonna question it. I'm just not.
Smart girl. You are learning. I don't care what your teachers say.
My teachers do think I'm learning.
They're delusional.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Just trying to get it close, and then I will probably put a level on it later. Frozen, frozen.
Frozen?
Twice.
Oh, that's not a pleasant noise. Sounds like a quacking duck. How did that go?
You turned them.
I did.
You must have. The holes aren't in the same place on each of them. No, don't take them apart. Put.
No, I'm gonna line the holes back out.
So let that be a lesson. Make sure that you don't move your or reorient your
discs
once you get them
like me
started.
I was not smart.
Otherwise, you'll cause issues going forward.
That'd be an issue.
I didn't want to say it. I only thunk it.
Yeah. That's probably for the best. You get better at thinking than thinking.
But then again, you could always blame your parents. I'm sure that's what you already do.
Oh, nice.
I would. Alright. And now that we got more than one on a thing, we should be alright. We should just beep that one thing and put it up the way it is.
Hmm? Oh. I can. Alright, I did it.
At least you think you did.
I did. I have the holes lined up.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah, I heard that before.
I do.
7 plus 3 is 10.5.
Carry the 6.
Divide by infinity. And beyond! Sorry.
Buzz Lightyear? Is that you?
Toy Story flashback. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
And for the record, if you think we're funny, I'm not like this in real life, so.
Yeah. I mean, depends on the day and your mood.
Well, I'm funny. Just look at me. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I think we both are.
Well, I didn't want to say it, but.
I did.
That should work, don't you think? It's about 3.5 inches.
Yeah, I think so. This is 11 and a half.
No.
Oh, a space?
Just shoot me now. Just do it.
A space? It should. I mean, I can go grab one of the bigger.
Oh, my kid.
One of my bigger molds.
My kid. Apparently, I was a real pain in the butt in my last life.
You were.
And you're the payback, so.
Yeah, that must have been really bad.
Well, I wasn't going to say it. So. All right.
It should work.
Oh, that's more than enough. But I'm saying if we actually start doing some bigger stuff.
Yeah. Well, it should be.
I'm thinking about actually
Glitter.
when we get to making molds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually thinking about making some molds of my daggers.
Ooh.
Because that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
With the bracers we make, or I make. Hold it.
What?
The bottom one's moved.
It did?
Yeah.
Sad noises.
I think it just doesn't like me.
It wouldn't surprise me. Not many people like you either.
I can understand that. I mean, I'm with me all the time and I can't stand me, so.
You look fine, but I think that's just because I'm
Yes, that age.
Yeah, there's two there.
I know. I know. I'm not rocking an iPhone, so.
It's fine.
Okay, that could be an issue. I don't think I get this. I don't have this oriented right. So yes, it's important to remember your orientation and don't mess it up because
And
things don't fit.
And don't hand things to me. Because I can and will mess things up.
That's kind of why she's here.
To mess things up?
Makes it interesting.
Yeah.
Adds that level of difficulty.
It does. Don't break it, jeez.
Did I break it? Maybe. It's always a possibility.
Yeah.
It hasn't exploded yet, though, so I think we're still alright.
I don't think there's any explosives that can make it explode.
There's always explosives that can make it explode.
Not in our possession, at the moment, at least.
Not that you know of.
Yeah. Who knows? One morning I may wake up and on Christmas morning, who knows? I may wake up and the entire sky is lit up by fireworks. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. That is very rude.
I'm rude?
Yes.
You must know me well.
Mm-hmm. I am your child.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think this will work.
Yeah.
I'm still not altogether sure that I have everything oriented right.
The world may never know.
Or the discs may have been off.
Maybe. And that would have been my bad.
Alright.
The cardboard massacre of 2020. What was that noise?
Sorry, she scared me.
I'm very scary.
Oh, hey, I should put another one of these on over here.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, let's see what we got. That's not it. Not even close. Were you on the same planet when you cut these?
I'm pretty sure I didn't astral project anything.
All right. YOLO. Seriously?
How does it happen?
I let you cut out the cardboard.
Yeah. We always do when we make giant mistakes.
Didn't say you made giant mistakes. I'm just saying that.
This was one of them.
I'm just wondering what planet you were on when you cut these things out, because
Venus.
not even close.
The gravity is weird there.
I don't think it's going to fit. All right, so that fits in there.
Move the thing forward a little bit.
Forward.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Well, a little bit backwards.
Forward or backwards?
This side.
All right. Let's see if I can make this fit. If we do what did you do, woman?
Oh no!
You flip the orientation of them, and must be the one that's out. But that means I've got to take all this stuff back apart.
Riveting content.
Yeah, this part's getting cut out.
Yeah.
It's like digging dust
Duh.
and crash landing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was tightening this one.
Haven't you done enough?
Maybe.
All right. So I'm hoping
And that you don't have to take the entire thing apart?
if that happens, we're done taping for right now. We're done recording because I will throw this at the wall. And you know I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't think the internet needs to see your anger issues.
That's the one that got flipped.
Love you.
You keep thinking that. I love you too. Some days.
I know.
Someday. I think we do need to cut some holes in the top of this though.
Yeah. You want to put
Well, all right. You can run some nuts.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Now, where did you go? This was the one that was in front of me just a minute ago, right?
Yes. You don't trust me.
No, I don't.
Understandable.
After that? No, I don't. Okay, that fits. Now, if you ever take it apart, I know how to put it back together again. So put 2 on there. What I'll do is I will draw some.
Fingy holes.
Yeah, I think. Where's my. Where's the pattern?
Around the floor.
Will you grab it for me?
Yeah. It's got sharpen marks on it.
I don't care.
It'll work.
I just want to find the center point. All right. So I take riveting content.
Riveting content.
Oh, this is just so interesting.
Why?
I'm gonna die.
Why do you do this?
Because I can. Do, 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 do. Somebody out there is thinking that the Budweiser Penguins are coming.
What?
It's before your time. You wouldn't understand.
Can I have the tape measure, please?
I don't know. No, you can't have it. It's mine.
Dad.
Are you saying you would like to use
I
it?
would like to use the tape measure, please.
Yeah, you can't have it. I mean, as my kid, you take enough of my crap.
That I do.
Oh, that came out wrong.
Dad!
What? What? What did I say now?
You know what you said.
No, I don't.
You should. You're the person who said it.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
Where do you think you get your abstinence from?
You.
Mm-hmm.
Or one nut short.
What are those?
We're gonna need one more.
Oh.
Derp-a-der.
Etch a sketch erase.
What's that even mean?
That's how you erase the etch a sketch.
Yeah.
When my brain gets full. Okay, I'll clear now. Come on, you've known for years I'm not normal.
This is true. And now the internet will know too.
No! They're not allowed. Alright. I don't want to make this too thin because I want it to hold up over time, but I do need to get my big sausage fingers in here.
I have tiny fingers.
Tiny bubbles.
What?
In the wine.
You confuse me.
It's my job. I'm your dad.
I know.
What do you think?
Think it'll work?
Give me a minute with a sharp-bladed instrument. When are the nice white men in the clean white coats supposed to get here? They're coming to take me away. Haha, they're coming to take me away. Ho ho. Hee hee. Ha.
Oh. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.
Aha! You do know that place.
You realize that it was a TikTok trend.
You know what? We are the Funny Farm Midwest edition, so yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to our home.
If you take me away.
They've been looking for me for years.
They ain't ever gonna find me. I got good hiding spots.
Look at that.
Go the other way. Content.
Not found here. No, you have to get these tight. Try and tighten these up.
They realize my tiny fingers can do them.
Oh, poor baby.
I have tiny fingers.
I'm going to tiny your fingers up alongside the head in a minute. We're such a loving family.
Yeah, totally.
I know, this is probably stuff that shouldn't be seen on the internet. Here, let me help.
Don't need your help.
Yes, but I need yours. Have you seen me? Duh.
You need a psychologist is what you need.
I scared them the last time. They told me not to come back.
Yeah, they did.
Alright, so here's our plan.
Yep.
Load it up with resin. Well, we may have to adjust some of that. But
Honestly, it worked. Now, we just need to...
I think these threaded rods were like $4
Yeah.
for like 2 foot or 3 foot long. I mean, you're talking like $3 for the nuts. You don't have to buy a whole box. I bought a box, but I mean, you could get, you know, exactly how many you need. I just thought I could always use new hardware sitting around for doing projects. So,
Yep.
no, go the other way, go the other way. You know, it's not great, but I think it'll work.
For now, at least.
All right, so go ahead and pop that on top. Well, I would hope so. It's going to hold back pressure. Now this says on the top, where does it say? Do not exceed working pressure of 80 psi.
Which we won't.
I wouldn't go anywhere near 80 psi for that, but you know, it is what it is. So, at this point, hold on, you just get them started, you get them all started a little bit before you start cranking.
Yeah, no, we do the opposite, right? Do opposites at the same time.
Yep. Opposite at the same time. Otherwise you're going to warp the thing and it will never close.
Yeah, and then we need to mark where they...
Alright.
Sharpie. So we can mark on the lid and these where they close.
Why?
Because that way they just close the same spot.
No, we don't need to do that.
Okay.
If we warp the lid, we're going to have to do that. I don't want to warp the lid.
Okay.
So, alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and go put some pressure on this and we'll let you guys know how it works out. See you in a minute. Alright. Well, so now we have messed around with this thing roughly for the last 24 hours. It appears we're actually to the point to where we've gotten it to seal. Right now it's holding about 52 psi as a test. I don't ever plan on going that far, but it's been holding that for the last couple hours. Seriously had a problem with the valve. Like I said before, I said I'd like a beefier valve. I'm gonna have to swap that out at some point. I will say one thing. If you go ahead and get this stuff and put it together yourself, make sure you seal the threads really well with some sort of thread compound, and tighten everything up.
Oh, yeah.
When you think you got it tight, tighten it some more, because we've been chasing leaks for the last day.
Yeah,
And
to tell if you're leaking, just put some dish soap into a spray bottle with water.
okay. So, let me just summarize what I think so far. Um, I mean, I'm going to put the information down below. But this is the VEVOR paint tank, 15 liter, 4 gallon. It comes with the. It's actually for. It's a paint sprayer. I don't ever plan on using the paint sprayer. I'm sure I'll find a use for it at some point in time. Outer dimensions, 11 inches in diameter, roughly, by about 14 inches high to about the shoulder. We didn't actually go up to here, so you're probably talking another, 15 inches total. The inner diameter of the tank is 9.5 inches by roughly 12. So rundown of what this all cost. I bought it on Amazon. It's 113 bucks, 112.99. Then the pipe thread compound, which is $4 or right around $4. The bushing that I bought, which was another $4 that I didn't end up using. I ended up going and getting another plug this morning because that was leaking. Right now I had to take the relief valve off because it wasn't sealing. So if you're going to take the relief valve off, be very careful. This is not something that you can leave hooked up to a compressor if you don't have a relief valve on it. So the brass T, that was probably not almost the most expensive. That was like $9, and then the pressure gauge, because I wanted a nicer pressure gauge, that was 13. So right around $140 total. For the carrier that we did inside, the garage sale sign that we made the levels out of was $10. The threaded rod was about $5, and a box of nuts was about $3.50. So about $20 for the contraption on the inside, but that's gonna, I think that'll work out fine. I don't know if did we actually show pictures of that?
I mean, we showed it a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to do an updated thing once I replumb or change out the valve and that type of stuff. So roughly, right now, I got roughly $160 into this. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't know. We haven't run any resin through it. We'll probably do that in the next couple days. So that's the plan. That's your plan, right?
Yeah, that's my plan at least.
Okay. So we'll probably run some resin through here, and maybe we'll do something else, letting you know how it performed at that. But other than that, I hope this helps somebody out, and is it worth $160? I mean, honestly, this is one of the bigger ones. I mean, most of the ones that I saw were roughly right around $100, and they were two and a half gallons. This is a 4 gallon, so I mean, this is going to give us more capacity to put a lot more stuff in there. The amount of product we can put in is just going to be more. So would I recommend it at this point? I don't know. We'll see how she does. But just plan, if you're going to get one of these and you're going to do a retrofit for yourself, just like I did, plan a weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Plan a weekend, because it's going to take up that much time to get it right. I mean, I don't know how many times we filled this with air and had it leak.
Yeah.
So I would say at least
10 times.
At least 10 to 15 times in the last 24 hours. So, but like I said, it's holding now for about 2 hours. So I guess we're at a good point now to know whether or not we can go ahead and do resin in it and see how it performs from there. But figure that'll go ahead and we'll do that as a separate video. Um, don't know if this is what you guys wanted, but here it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see if I can't get this up and posted here soon, and we'll see you when you see you.